Hello, friends. What is up? How are things? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Cup of Joe with Coach Joe. Today we're going, and I spilled all over my cup, we're going to Arcade Coffee Roasters in Riverside. I went to the Bakehouse for the first time today, which is over off of Canyons, kind of tucked back in the hills. It was glorious. Breakfast, delicious. Coffee, delicious. This is normal drip. Normally, when I go to a new coffee shop, I'll go drip and then also go espresso. So I want to kind of taste the flavor of what they're roasting, and then I'll go drip or Americano. Really tasty though, and super, super nice. And like I said, they have good breakfast Sammys. So if you're ever in Riverside, Arcade. Speaking of coffee, couple announcement stuff kind of coming on. We're going to have some banners set up. Robbie is doing his anniversary party. I believe it's on the 20th of April. So that's going to be dope. Love those dudes far and away. They've done so much for us at Stell's Coffee, like every time we have events or whatever. So the more we can support those guys, the better. So go to Stell's, drink some coffee, have also delicious breakfast sandwiches and assorted baked goods, which are tasty, which I might or might not have. We had a bridal shower in my house. There was so much food. Oh man, but I digress. That kind of segues in the first thing I wanted to talk about, which was the nutrition stuff that we touched on last week. A lot of good feedback on that. A lot of people reached out to me, so keep that coming. I love that stuff. The other thing I kind of forgot to preface when I was talking about that I had done all the things, I've also screwed up all the things. So that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is I've taken this to like the nth degree to where I drained myself so much that like I was destroyed, and then I had to like take a step back and reorganize and reprioritize and realize that actually eating a little bit more, gaining a little bit more, weighing a little bit more, not that that's a great barometer for health, was actually extremely beneficial. So like I've played all facets of this game, right? Not only have I tried all kinds of different stuff and I found kind of a rhythm and a groove that works for me personally, but I've also screwed them all up, right? So a lot of experience, a lot of trial and error, which is the beauty of what we're trying to do. On nutrition stuff too, we're also working with Kelly. She's been doing a lot of stuff as far as getting a certification in intuitive eating, which is something I've experimented with as well. And I love a lot of the philosophies around it and understanding hunger and eating and cravings and all that kind of stuff and the neurological response and what's happening. So I'm working with her. She sent me over a bunch of stuff, kind of an outline of a new way we might be able to format a nutrition challenge. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be my deep dive for this week and really kind of hammer that. Coming up, we've had some crazy Fridays coming out of the open. Now that the weather's getting better, staying light later, we kind of talked about Fridays. I want to start trying to do, obviously this is already passed, so I might mix it up this week. We have a baseball game for the little dude coming up, but I want to start probably trying doing like first Friday of every month, do a barbecue at the gym. So that's kind of my idea, is first Friday. I'm also working with Brian where maybe on that first Saturday or maybe the second or third Saturday, taking off one of the classes like the 11 a.m. and doing like a clinic. So handstands, kipping, maybe bringing in other coaches or members, highlighting those members. Like a great example is we have a lot of members who were on crew in college, right? Which is rowing, for those of you guys who don't know. And bringing them in to maybe teach like a 45-minute, 1 hour seminar with rowing technique. Also using one of those Saturdays to do the Kevin and Stacy stuff like that, like kind of like what we did there, like mobility. I want to continue to do that, but I also want to start incorporating, weightlifting, gymnastics. And if you guys have any suggestions, put those in the comments below as far as what kind of clinics you'd like to see, and then we'll just start chopping those out, like kipping, handstands. It doesn't matter, like echo bike, like rowing, whatever, right? Wall balls, whatever you guys are feeling. So that'll be really exciting. So stay tuned for that. That we got coming up. Not a ton in April. Like once we get into May, you got the Redlands Bicycle Classic this weekend. I'll be out and about. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday's the Downtown Crit. Hit me up if you wind up downtown. I'll come and find you. That's always a lot of fun watching some bike racing. And then Sunday they go up to Sunset and they finish downtown. There's also some fun races in downtown. So if you guys are around, hit me up and we'll all kind of do like a little meetup downtown. That'd be a lot of fun. That's this coming Saturday. I think that's kind of news and events. Obviously, Friday, I got a couple ideas for Cinco de Mayo, and we're going to dive into one of these in a second. And then we're going to do some Murph Prep Mondays, and then we're right into Murph on Memorial Day, and we got some exciting stuff going for that. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to use with the YouTube stuff is to highlight and spotlight stuff. I've had some requests for a day of eating kind of video, so I'm working on that right now. I also want to do some day in the life stuff, not only of myself, but maybe some of the other coaches and members who have unique and interesting, I'm throwing coffee all over the place, that do different stuff, and I think highlighting even some of the coaches, like what happens outside of the gym. Another thing I love is just discovering hidden talents, right? Like we have members that, play musical instruments or do have some crazy job you didn't even think about. So I wanted to be able to utilize this space to highlight those. So one of the first things is one of our members, Jessica White, trains in the afternoon. She had brought in, and this is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I've talked to a couple different people about it. She had brought in some stickers the other day, and they were dope. And she just was handing them out, and she gave one to me, and I was like, can you make more of these? And she made more of them. And then I had asked her about, one thing I always wanted to do is like, I love apparel. That's kind of my background. And I love making shirts, and I'm always trying to think of unique in different ways. And I wanted to do a signature series shirt, meaning like highlighting a graphic that a member had done. So the very, 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 very first signature series shirt will be from Miss Jessica White. And we're going to post these up on Instagram. We'll have a sign-up sheet on the desk. I'll let the sign-up sheet run for a week or two, and then we'll take it from there. I wanted to show you guys some images, though. This is what we got. We got squat guy, boom. Deadlift guy, legit. And then Cinco de Mayo, chipping, dripping, and lifting, boom. So, we'll do just a unisex t-shirt. We're going to do kid sizes in this as well. So anywhere from, for the unisex, it's anywhere from an extra small up to a 3X. And then for the kids, just put small, medium, large, but make sure you dictate on the thing like kids, medium, kids, whatever, right? Because otherwise I'll just wind up ordering an adult one. But there will be the 3 shirts, right? They're all going to be black. They're all going to be with these logos. So you would write deadlift large, squat large, or Cinco de Mayo large, right? Whichever one of those. So that's what you would write on the sign-up sheet. And then we'll get those bad boys ordered. So I'm stoked. And, you might have been able to see it, but I had Jessica put her signature down, and I sent it over to my printer, and it's going to be printed on the sleeve. So that's what makes it the signature series. So there'll be 3 signature series shirts: squat guy, deadlift guy, Cinco de Mayo guy. A lot of fun. So I'm going to put that out on Monday, today, whenever you're watching this, the 8th. And then, like I said, we'll let it run like week and a half, get a little pre-book going. I did have some people ask me about the Murph shirt. That is coming as well. I'll release that next, and we'll get those ordered up in time. But like, subscribe, question, comment, all that good stuff. Hit me up. I'm really enjoying these, and I've been really enjoying the feedback. If there's any subjects or anything you want me to highlight as well, people you want me to bring in, I'm all for it. Like, let's bring it, whatever you guys want to do. So let's have an awesome week. We got a great week of programming coming and a lot of fun stuff coming up. and the weather's going to be glorious, which is awesome. And I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, and I look forward to seeing you at the gym. Thanks, guys. Deuces.